a long time I'm posting another review because I had to underwent some medical condition myself, and I was not physically well to do any videos or any hard physical activities. Then my mother was also facing some medical problems which we had to take care of, and now that it is a little bit under control, thankfully I'm also a little bit better. Another reason for this late video upload is that my wife's official shift and its timing was odd. uh, she used to get off from her work at around 11:30 to 11:30 p.m. to 12 a.m. midnight, so it becomes pretty late to make a video, and in the daytime I'm busy with my work, or I have to do some household stuff. And because of many noises, environmental noises, the videos won't be able to uh, catch my voice properly. So these are the reasons that I didn't get to make any video. And today here I am again with another fountain pen review, and for today's review are these Jinhao X750 fountain pens. Yes, I have both two of these fountain pens, one in chrome finish and one in glossy black finish, and there is a story behind these two fountain pens having in my collection. Firstly, the thing is that before our marriage, uh, when me and my wife was in a relationship, at that time I was just into the rabbit hole of this fountain pen collection, and I was surfing online stores for a new fountain pen to buy, and suddenly I saw this one Jinhao X750 in glossy black and put it in the cart. Suddenly, after a few days, when me and my wife before marriage met together for uh, to spend some time, and I was again looking for another fountain pen to buy and to put it in the cart for the next purchase. She suddenly stopped me on this fountain pen page and told me that what is this doing in my cart, and she already knew that time that I am already into the rabbit hole of collecting fountain pens, and she told me that okay, she will buy and gift it to me, and she placed an order, and it arrived from, I think it was from Amazon or Flipkart, I don't remember. It's more than 2 years ago. And when it arrived, to my surprise, this was the pen I received in all chrome color, and I was really disappointed with it, and I told my wife that I would like to return this fountain pen and have a refund of it, because I didn't order this color but they sent me this color, so I want this fountain pen to be returned. And when I searched for this color at that time, it was out of stock. So my wife told me that keep this one, though this fountain pen had an issue which I will show you in the later part of the video. She told me to keep it if it is working properly, because a fountain pen is only usable when it's writing properly. So I thought of giving it a try and deep tested this fountain pen, and to my surprise it was damn smooth and damn juicy and wet writer at that time. Though at that point of time I didn't had much experience regarding fountain pens or their nib sizes, tippings, fine tuning nibs, how much wetter or juicier or drier can a nib write. I didn't know my preference at that time, that what type of nib I would like to have in my fountain pens. How will the nib uh, write? Will I like my fountain pens to write juicier or drier? At that point of time I didn't know all of those. I didn't had that much knowledge that time. So upon this deep testing this fountain pen and writing for few 2 or 3 sentences, I was completely mesmerized with the writing experience of this fountain pen. So I kept this one, and then again I kept an eye for this one. Even my wife also kept an eye for this one to be again available in stock, and as soon as it was available she ordered it and it arrived, and I was like out of the world happy because of the color of the fountain pen. And by now I think you guys should know that black is my favorite color, and I have many black color fountain pens. So this is the story behind having these two fountain pens in my collection. Anyways, for today's review, these are the Jinhao X750 fountain pens. These are full metal body fountain pens, cartridge converter with number 6 size, Jinhao stainless steel nibs. So today what I will do, I will show you the parts of these fountain pens. I will do a writing sample with this one because this one is inked up and this one is uninked. So I will do a writing sample with this all chrome finish one, and then I will discuss with you the likes and dislikes of these Jinhao X750 fountain pens. So let's get started. So these are the Jinhao X750 fountain pens, ready for some size comparison with my all-time favorite Parker Frontier. As you can see, it's a little bit girthier, but almost similar in size, nothing fancier in them. Now let me give you a little bit overview before I begin with the parts of these fountain pens. Some overviews are, these are cartridge converter fountain pens, all steel metal body fountain pens. Many colors are available. The in front of you are this glossy black one and this all chrome one. Then you will get a matte black one is also in my radar to be collected in my collection. So you will get a golden color, a solid blue color, a red color with green, yellow swirls in on all over the body. You will get a black color with glitters all over the body, and many more colors are also available. But few colors are not available in India, so that will might be a disappointment for many of you guys. Is that this fountain pens has number 6 size stainless steel Jinhao in-house nibs. Now the prices of this fountain pen varies between 400 rupees to 600 rupees, that is around $5 US dollars to $7 US. So that's it for some overview of these fountain pens. Now let me keep this one aside and show you the parts of this fountain pen with this all chrome finish. Let me zoom out a little bit. So on the cap finial, as you can see, it's a dome shaped cap finial on both the fountain pens. On all the fountain pen you will get this dome shape, except the color variants will be there. On the matte black you will get the matte black, on the red one you will get the red one, and because of this is the all chrome color, you will get these all chrome finish finials on both the cap end and the barrel end. Then the clip, there is the clip, it's a drop shape clip, and I love this clip. This clip is very much springy, as you can see, and very functioning clip and sturdy in nature. Then below the clip comes the cap band, as you can see. Sorry, I bumped the camera stand. And over here, as you can see, it is written Jinhao, and over here some scroll works. On the back of the cap band over here it is written Jinhao X750, again some scroll work, and back to the banding Jinhao. And this cap band is one of the most aesthetic feature of this fountain pen that I like. And then the barrel tapers down a little bit towards a flare, and then the barrel finial, the camera is not focusing, let me zoom out a little bit. Now this is a snap cap fountain pen, as you can see, and it has a very nice satisfying snap in it. And the cap posts, and it posts deeply and securely, making it a decent size and well balanced fountain pen, even posted, as you can see. And it is very much comfortable. And inside the cap there is a plastic cap liner which seals the nib very well and keeps the nib dry for a long time. Now this is the number 6 size Jinhao stainless steel nib with some scroll works on the shoulders, on the below the breather hole Jinhao chariot logo, then Jinhao branding, and 18 kgp, which all the Jinhao pen nibs have. And I have explained this 18 kgp theory in many of my Jinhao fountain pen reviews, so go check it out. Now this is the lacquered section, as you can see, black color. All the fountain pen, any color you choose, you will get this black lacquered finish grip section with a little bit for tapering to it and then flares out a little bit with a steel band. Now this is the reason that I wanted to return this fountain pen for a refund, is that this scratch marks or these scuff marks, this wear and tear on the grip section was there when I received this fountain pen. So though it was not a deal breaker for me, but at that time I didn't know that much of about any fountain pen, so I was ready to do so, but my wife told me not to, and I'm glad that I didn't. Sorry, I'm all time bumping with the camera stand. Now this is the Jinhao plastic feed, as you can see, and then this is the barrel unscrews to reveal. I'm using this Jinhao cartridge in it, as you can see, but this comes with a Jinhao converter. Let me show you, and even if I don't show you, you guys know how these Jinhao converters are. These are the Jinhao converters that are provided in this fountain pen. So that's another good thing about these fountain pens. So that's pretty much it for the parts of this fountain pen. Now let me do a writing sample with it. I hope it will be visible enough, but not visible enough, good enough visibility for me. Anyways, this is the Jinhao X750 and it has number 6 stainless steel Jinhao in-house nib, and this nib is fine, but it rides most like medium, I will say. Many Jinhao X750s will come like this, so no need to worry. And the ink for today is, it won't fit on, so Daytone. This is Dark Storm. So let me zoom in. I think it will give you much better visibility. Okay, so the some writing sample with this. As you can see, it writes perfectly with a bit of a feedback that I like in my fountain pens. Now for some quick writing sample. No skips, no hard stars, nothing. As long as you can keep up, the pen will keep up with you. Now for the wetness of this nib, as you can see, it's not that much wet because this particular Daytone ink, the Dark Storm, is a little bit saturated ink, so there won't be any much wetness with this ink. Now for some line variation, this is no pressure, and now this is with a little bit of a pressure. As you can see, this is a very soft nib. Now let me show you how soft this nib is. Sorry, as you can see, it will give you some pretty decent line variation. Let me show you again. Because of this ink, I have to go slow. As you can see, this is the line variation you can get, but I won't suggest you to put too much pressure to get any line variation. Now for some reverse writing. It's quite smooth, but a little bit of a toothiness is there, and it will run dry after a few sentences. So that is it for today's writing sample with this Jinhao X750. Now let me share my likes and dislikes about these Jinhao X750 fountain pens. So what do I like and what do I not like about these Jinhao X750 fountain pens? As in the introduction of this video, I've told you that this is a Jinhao pen, and Jinhao is one of my favorite Chinese brand for fountain pens, and obviously because of the brand and the quality of this fountain pen and how this fountain pen writes is one of my favorite Jinhao fountain pens in my collection. Next is that all the Jinhao X750s, as you know that these are full metal body fountain pens, So they are built like a tank. If you throw one of these fountain pen to someone, that person might die. Don't do that. I'm just saying. It's built like a tank. No matter what you do with this fountain pen, it won't break. The only plastic part in these fountain pens are the feed and the grip section that is lacquered, though that is also metal, but up on the metal portion there is a lacquered part, so I don't think it will break that easily until and unless you want to break the feed, plastic feed. And obviously the inner cap liner is also plastic, so no other parts in this fountain pen is plastic other than the converter as well. Anyways, 97% of the parts of this fountain pen are metal and built like a tank. Next, what I like, as you guys know, that I like girthier, heavier fountain pens, bigger fountain pens to write with, and with because it's a these are full metal body fountain pens. The weight of the fountain pen, the weight distribution when posted or unposted while writing for longer writing session is just unbelievably comfortable, and one of the main reason that made this fountain pen also my top Jinhao fountain pens in my collection. Next is that the grip section is very comfortable and big grip section, as you can see. Though this is a metal body fountain pen, the grip section is lacquered, so your fingers won't slip while you're writing with this fountain pen. If you have a weighty hand or sweaty hands, it won't slip from the grip section towards the nib, so that's something I like about this fountain pen. And it's a pretty big grip section, as you can see. The grip section is pretty girthy, and the shape of the grip is also very much comfortable, so it won't make you feel uncomfortable or sleep onto your nib nib portion while writing if you have a sweaty hand. That is another thing I like about this fountain pen. Has a number 6 Jinhao stainless steel nib, and this nib is super bouncy, smooth, with a bit of a feedback that I like very much in this fountain pen. I haven't have any fountain pen in my collection that is like glassy smooth. All of my fountain pens in my collection have a hint of a feedback at least in them, if not scratchy or toothy in nature, but feedbacky nibs, which I am now accustomed to it, and I like these fountain pen nibs because they are to my preferable feedbackiness in the nib. Next is that and because of that springiness, you will get some natural line variations if you are a heavy handwritten writer. So that's another thing I like about this fountain pen. Next is that the maintenance of this fountain pen is very easy, as I've told you that this is a cartridge converter fountain pen, and as you can see I'm using a Jinhao cartridge with this one, and the nib and the feet are a friction fit unit, so you can just pull it out of the grip section and just deep clean the fountain pen if you ever want to do so. Another thing is that both the colors both these colors and also the matte black color or the golden color are presentable for official purpose, I will say. Though I don't prefer any gaudy colors other than this chrome finish or any black color or transparent body, I also like for official purpose, but it that has to be simplistic in design, and the transparency has color has to be acceptable for an office environment. So both these pens are great for office goers and for official environment. That's another thing I like about these fountain pens. Next is that the cap pose deeply and securely, as you can see, making the fountain pen a very balanced fountain pen. Those who post the caps of their fountain pens and write with them, they can pose the cap and it pose very deeply and securely. Also, the inner cap liner in this fountain pen works very good in this fountain pen, and it keeps the nib wet and ready to write first time every time you uncap the fountain pen. Next is that the another feature that I like about this fountain pen, which is very rare to many fountain pens, is that you can replace the number 6 size Jinhao stainless steel nib with Canwright nibs, Canwright number 35 size nib. And the best part is that I have seen many reviewers or videos, and I would like to try it for myself as well, is that you can swap these nibs with zebra G nibs. That is a flex nib. Those are flex nibs. Zebra G nibs are flex nibs, full flex nibs, I will say, and it can be replaced in this fountain pen. So that feature is not compatible with many fountain pens, but this fountain pen does have that compatibility to be replaced with any Zebra G Flex nibs. Next is that though the nib marking on the fountain pen has fine written on it, but it will write more like a medium. And if you know how to fine tune your fountain pen nibs to make it a bit juicier and broader, then it may write like a broad as well. So that is another good thing about these fountain pens, because these are cheap fountain pens, inexpensive fountain pens, inexpensive fountain pens, cheap fountain pens, and you can do all type of customizations with the fountain pen or the nibs. If you want to try your hands with fine tuning or grinding a nib, then I will suggest you to buy Jinhao fountain pens and try your hands for fine tuning a nib or grinding a nib with those nibs of Jinhaos, because they are very cheap in price. So this is another thing that I like about this fountain pen. The pricing of this fountain pen is also another good thing, is that I bought both the fountain pen under 500 rupees, that is 5 US dollars. Not both for under 500 rupees, 500 rupees each. So I think 450 rupees or so was the price for each of these fountain pens, which is another good thing about these fountain pens, because First of all, they are built like a tank. They ride extremely good. They ride extremely smooth. The nib qualities are very good. The converter is very good. The plastic feed keeps up with your writing speed. The aesthetic of the fountain pen of these fountain pens are good, and under five sub 500 rupees or $5 category fountain pen, this will be my top picks for the fountain pen. Now about dislikes, I don't have much of a dislike for these fountain pens. Only this chrome finish has one dislike, that is, if I can show you like this, a little bit you can see on the lacquered grip section is that there are wears and tear marks on the grip section, and it came this way. I didn't do it, or it didn't happen because of excessive or intensive use of this fountain pen. I received this fountain pen like this, for which I wanted to refund, go for a refund or replacement of this fountain pen. Then I thought that this is not a deal breaker for me, because even if it was in completely perfect condition, and if this was the only fountain pen I have, or if any of you guys want to buy your first fountain pen or the only fountain pen, and if you buy this fountain pen, then for extensive and intensive use, for daily carry, for official purpose, for any other reason, for writing with this fountain pen, if you buy this fountain pen, then in the long run the lacquer might come off and it might show some wear and tear marks. So it was not a deal breaker for me, at least. It may be for you, but at least for me it was not a deal breaker, because in this black one it is completely new, and I have used this fountain pen intensively and extensively for EDC purpose, and it is completely fine till now. So I guess if you want to buy this fountain pen as your first fountain pen, and if you receive some wear and tear mark in this fountain pen or in the grip section of the fountain pen, I will suggest you, yes, if you will spend money to buy this fountain pen, it's your money, it will be completely up to you, but my suggestion will be not to return it, because it won't hamper your writing experience or the aesthetic or looks of the fountain pen from the outside, even from when you're writing also with the uncapping the fountain pen, that grip section will be covered with your finger, so it won't be a deal breaker for you. This is completely my opinion. Now it's up to you to decide. I am not imposing my opinions upon you. I'm just suggesting this fact that it won't be a deal breaker for you as well. So you guys decide. Next is that the quality of the fountain pen is very good. As you can see that even on this steel finish, you won't be able to see much of a wear and tear mark, except on the cap over here. You can see there are a few scratches, and if you look closely only, then you can see these scratches, or these scratches will be visible to someone's eye, and from a distance it's in a pristine condition. As you can see, no one will notice any scratch marks or scuff marks on this fountain pen, but on the glossy black one or the matte black one, if it gets scratched up with any sharp object, the lacquer might come off and it will show some scratch marks. Other than that, though I have used this fountain pen, as I've told you, both the fountain pens intensively, I still don't have any scratch marks. But for those who like to post their fountain pens, post the cap while writing, they might find scuff marks or scratch marks at the back of the barrel, because the inner cap liner will come in contact with the barrel and it may or may not get scratched up. But there is a possibility that there will be scratch marks on the barrel for this matte black or this glossy black, but on this one you won't be able to see. But there are few scratch marks, because I have tried writing with this fountain pen posted to see how much comfortable this fountain pen is, though the cap is also a bit heavy inside, weight, and how much comfortable it is while posting the fountain pen cap at the back of the barrel. And because of that, there are few scratch marks, but from a distance you won't be able to tell that there are any scratch marks or scuff marks in this chrome finish. So that's pretty much it for today's video of Jinhao X750 fountain pens. Hope you like this video. Until the next video, stay safe, take care, bye bye.